Welcome to Night Vision Media for the first ever basketball live stream of the year, I would say. You know, we got a little bit of a late start, but you missed one foul on the going against the AV Tigers. But tonight's matchup, we got the Arcadia Valley
Tigers, yes.
Who are currently 2-1 against the Farmington Knights, who are coming off a tough loss against North County. They lost 44-45 in the DeSoto tournament. That one was a little rough, but both free throws there are good for Tucker. Shawn, we know the records, obviously, but what are you looking for when it comes to these teams? Okay,
so what we're looking for is how efficient these teams can be on the offensive side. Already, I believe AV just had a turnover, and Farmington's just utilizing that and getting themselves to the line.
Yeah, I think you said that right. The score, being 2-0 already, and they got a turnover.
Yeah, I mean,
really good for Farmington.
We're only 15 seconds into the game.
Yeah, first free throw there is good by Emily Grief. Your starters for Arcadia Valley is Brockus, Oandrum, Moyes, Smith, and Whitted.
And then on the Farmington side, we have number 1, Allison Tucker, number 11, Emily Grief, number 20, Kaylee Wooldridge, 32, Claire Bussey, and number 40, Zoe Johns.
Shawn, we were talking a little bit earlier how AV has had success, in previous year, this last previous year. So, and, it's going to be interesting to see, if they can keep that up.
Yeah, I mean, Farmington's getting off to a pretty strong start, hitting 4-4 from the line, and playing some pretty solid defense, I would say, so far.
Yeah,
showing the presence. I mean, AV has 2 turnovers already to start the game off.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and Farmington's just breaking their press. Allison Tucker with a pull-up, no good. It's all good. Wooldridge cleans up the mess and does a roll. Did you see that?
Yeah, the roll was just a little bit of the icing on top of the cake.
It's Farmington press. Both teams are starting out with pressing.
Oh yes, and it's fun to see how Farmington's starting to speed this game up.
Yeah.
That three was good there by number 4 of the Arcadia Valley Tigers.
Number 4, Josie Landrum. Allison finds Claire Bussey. Knights decide to reset.
Yeah, nice reset. I think that's a good idea. They got the early buckets on them. Now they got to slow down, really prove that they can score in the half-court setting as well.
Yep, now it's time to set the tone for the game. Emily Grief with a shot. No good. Claire Bussey is there. No, she would never have that ball if it wasn't for Zoe Johns.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Obviously the strength of this nice team being so tall with Zoe Johns and Claire Bussey, it's got to be offensive rebounding, really just controlling the paint in general.
Like you said, offensive rebounding and a offensive presence in the post for the Knights with 2 very, very well-talented girls.
Very, very talented indeed. AV now is going to get the ball and
try to run some offensive sets.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best so far to start anyway.
Yeah. May's first game jitters? No, not first game. You can't be first game. No, first game's already happened.
4th game?
Yeah, 4th game jitters. Let's get the ball back because of a travel call.
Yeah, AV already have 3 turnovers. 2 minutes into the game.
2 minutes into the game. Ooh, Allison goes up for the air.
Foul was called there against AV. I guess she got under a little bit. I don't really know. Knights going to inbound the ball now. 6:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Like we said, Knights obviously dominating this game early. AV's been turnover bound, to say the least. Grief now.
It's offensive set, trying to get their guards open from the perimeter. No good. Johns and who is that? Number 34? Number 34, Michaela Moyes, getting down on the ground to battle it out. Anyways, what were you saying?
I was like, even when they're not getting those boards, they're just putting the hustle in.
Yeah.
Unfortunate foul there from Allison Tucker. You gotta learn a little bit. Not necessarily. It's not necessarily a bad idea. It's just you gotta be careful sometimes, especially.
You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah.
Pace your aggressiveness.
Definitely.
It's totally great to see Farmington come out really aggressive.
Yeah.
On the offensive end and defensive end.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, another block shot there from Bussey. But that one, it's going to go the other way. I think they said that was off a shoulder, baby.
Yeah, number 35 had a little touch on it before it went out of bounds.
Good defense there from the Knights early. Good to see them, not really affected from that close loss against cross-county rival North County. Shot there from Bussey's up, no good. Almost another offensive rebound there from John, but that was tipped away. AB now in transition. Number 10 at AB will take it all the way. That's 2 points there for Smith. She's going to get AB's point total up to 5, and that'll cut the Knights' lead down to 3. Wooldridge now is going to swing it around. Nice. Have some good ball minutes so far today.
It looks like Farmington's trying to get their post presence.
Oh yeah. Oh, and like we said, we talked about that earlier. And AB's definitely doing that. I think
as soon as I say that,
as soon as you say that, you can kick it out for the 3.
I'll take it. We'll take it.
Foul there against Claire Bussey. Yeah, as soon as you said that, they kick it out for the 3. I mean, AB's doing definitely doing a better job. They're double and triple teaming Zoe Johns and Claire Bussey down there. Yeah. And AB will take a timeout. Instead of going to break, Sean, why don't we talk about the boys basketball team?
Boys basketball team? Okay, so right now, current record, 0-3.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate start.
Slow start, but we know we're better than this.
Yes.
Yeah, me and you. We know our team is more capable than what we have shown.
Yeah, and the boys' Knights, like we said, they will play on Saturday in the Sullivan Shootout.
And it looks like we're playing against Hazelwood West.
Yeah, I think it's Hazelwood West. I always get East and West confused, being opposite directions.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be interesting to see. It's definitely obvious that the teams pulled back together.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how they respond after a rough tournament. But
yeah,
the Vianney tournament, you got such good competition.
Yeah, it's great competition.
AV now off that timeout. Going to fake the 3 there. Smith shot from the free throw line, no good. Air ball, in fact. Bussey's going to save that one. Unfortunate, and that's going to lead to easy 2 points.
Give that assist to Claire Bussey.
Yeah.
It wasn't the smartest ideas because that ball was going out of bounds anyways.
Grease pass to Tucker.
A free throw, no good. Claire Bussey is able to clean up the mess though.
Yeah, another offensive rebound. That's gonna bring the Knights up to 13 now. 4 minutes left to play, halfway through this first quarter, and the Knights are showing that they can score the ball.
No
3
boxing
there. That one's not gonna go though. Rebound there from AV. Kicks it back out. Now they're gonna slow things down a little bit. Smith's 3 off. AV's, they're not showing they're scared. Yeah. That's for sure. They're definitely battling. Another block there from Claire Bussey. But AV's going to get it back. Another block. And that one's going to go off AV.
But after all that we just saw, both teams need to do a better job boxing out.
Oh, yeah.
AV needs to do a better job, as we can see, because, Claire Bussey and Zoe Johns have been, Kaylee Woodridge as well, cleaning up the messes down there.
Yeah.
And then another example is just that recent possession by AV. They had probably four offensive boards?
Yeah, they have 4 offensive boards, and I think the problem is with the teams that are bigger sometimes they can get a little bit complacent, I guess, thinking that they're just going to get the offensive board every time. And unfortunately that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Into the game for AV is number 3, Leah Hodge. And number 25 for the Knights, Virginia Lugo. 3:11 left to play here in the first quarter. Knights lead 13-7.
Austin Tucker will check out of the game with 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's hard to see that because, especially being a senior, I believe she was a 4-year varsity player.
4-year varsity player, I believe so.
You got to look for her with all that experience to really lead this team.
Yeah. Grief with a cross-court pass.
Lugo now going to go down low, cuts back in.
Good cut.
And she's going to put a shot up, and they're going to call a charge. Good job there to get set up of number 1 Brockus of the AV Tigers. And that's going to give Lugo her first foul. And she just got to the game.
Going out, setting a presence.
Yeah, setting a presence is definitely one way to put it.
Send the tone. I try to look at things positively.
It's always interesting to see how refs are going to call games early because some just don't like calling charges.
Some will let them play.
There's yet another turnover there from AV is just not looking too good. And Farmington's going to turn it right back over.
Yeah. You know, AV started out this game with 3 turnovers, but you know, Farmington's doing the same thing now as well with 2 of their own in the last minute.
Into the game for the Knights, number 33, Bailey Gillum. She's another one of those players that came from the JV team. You know, you look for her to step up.
Yeah.
Another one of those big players for Farmington. Offensive board there from AV, put that one up, no good. And I believe timeout called.
Farmington called a timeout.
2:11 left to play. 13-7 is your score. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Now, after that timeout, gonna pass to Lugo on the wing, gonna get trapped. AV's looking to change their defense up.
Is AV playing a 3-2?
You know, that's what I was thinking it was, but then it kind of looks like more of like a 1-3-1 at times too.
I don't know if a 3-2 is the best idea with the 2 big.
Yeah, you know, they get those cross-court passes.
Yeah, the 2 cornerstones.
Yeah, for sure. AV now swinging the ball around themselves. Farmington, it looks almost like a matchup zone, I would say.
Yeah.
They're packing the lane, but they're also extending those guards.
Taking some notes from the boys varsity team as well.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
Yeah, I mean, it did work. Fortunate call there. And into the game for the Knights, number 23, Macy Pauls. She will check out Kaylee Wooldridge. Macy was another player, you know, that we saw last year, and she really showed some good things at times. And then it'd be really great to see her be, I'd say, more consistent with that playing.
Yeah, she's got great offensive skills that could be very helpful. And I guess Farmington's deciding to use her as a
more of a
off the bench,
probably, yeah.
Off the bench 2 guard start. I don't know, spark plug. Is that the term?
Yeah, I'd say so. After that last 3 there from AV, the score is 15-10. 49 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Another 3 here from Smith. That one's not going to go, though. That one way off. Air ball to be his back. Now here comes Pauls in transition. She's going to kick it to Lugo in the corner, and she's going to get the ball right back now. You heard it there from Coach Sonscrow. He wants them to move the ball around. And, you know, that's always a good thing. Ball movement leads to good things most of the time.
Yep. Farmington will find themselves back at the line so far, shooting 4 for 4. Can they keep that percentage up?
You know, I would hope so.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about the girls, but you know, the boys side we got a little bit of a free throw ladder.
Free throw ladder, man. Competition, and yes, so far 5 for 5 from the line for Farmington. Can she make it 6 for 6?
You know, on topic of other basketball teams, Mizzou's Michael Porter Jr. hit us with that cryptic Instagram post. What do you think of it?
I hope he comes back. It's good for basketball.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back. But if he doesn't, I might be going to Mizzou next year, and I'm not mad.
I mean, the team obviously is taking leaps and bounds from what they were before. So.
Oh yes, the Porter brothers made a huge.
Might as well put Super Porter Bros on in front of it.
Yeah.
That last foul was on Bailey Gillum. That was her first foul, and that will send AV to the line for 2 shots. Landrum's first free throw was good, and that's going to make the score 17-11 in favor of the Knights.
Shooting 3? She got fouled from 3-point line? I was too busy taking stats.
Yeah, me too. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work out for her. 1 for 3.
1 for 3. Macy Paul saves it from a turnover, takes it down the floor.
Nice dish there. It just, couldn't quite corral that one. Shot there to end the quarter. Almost there. Not quite, though.
For the rim.
Your end of the score is 17-11 in favor of the Knights.
17-11. This is going to be a good game, Ethan.
I mean, yeah, and we kind of said we didn't really know because, AV had success in the past. But, it was just kind of a mystery team.
Yeah. Both teams started out with the press, and it looks like teams are now starting to pump up the pace a little. You haven't seen the press since, the early 2 minutes of the game? 3 minutes of the game?
I like to see them go back to, they had a lot of, forced a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
The first three, like we talked about, the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, if I was Farmington, I would keep that pressure on.
Yeah, I definitely would. Sean, this past weekend, or yesterday to be exact, college football playoff rankings got announced.
Yep.
So we got Clemson at 1.
Yep. Oklahoma at 2.
Georgia at 3, and then Alabama at 4. Do you think Ohio State should have gotten in over Alabama?
See, that's so tough. I don't know. I think it's hard for anybody to narrow so many colleges down to 4.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it needs to be extended
to 8.
At least 8.
I feel so bad for the teams at 5 and 6.
Or, and it'd be interesting to see it maybe go to 16, and you have 8 at large,
16?
and then 8.
16 is a lot of games.
I mean,
a lot of
it
football
is.
games.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
That's a lot of football.
But you can't tell me a college athlete wouldn't like that.
Oh, colleges would the amount of revenue.
Yeah, I mean it's insane.
The environment, anyone would be down for it, but we're talking about safeties of the players.
I mean, yeah, you're right with saying that, but I feel like the counter argument to that would be, don't they play quite a few games already?
Yeah.
And then compared to what they would be playing if they made it to the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, but on average, how many games does a college football athlete play?
Like in their career, or like in a season?
Well, in a season.
It's around 12, 13?
12, 13?
Yeah.
Okay, add 4 more games?
Yeah. I mean, you'd be nearing NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic to say the least.
And athletes now are bigger, better, stronger than, 30 years ago?
I mean, the way games are, basketball or sports in general, are played nowadays, it's just so much faster. They have to be integrated.
The Knights are doing the same thing as AV would a while ago, cleaning up the boards, getting, 2 offensive rebounds, and that leads to a 3 from Macy Pauls.
It's always interesting to see when the offensive rebound that kicks it out to 3.
Yeah.
Great announcers. They call that the dagger in the heart.
The dagger in the heart.
You try so hard to get that rebound, then you kick it out and get a 3. It's devastating, really.
Knights box out.
Yeah. Yeah. Tucker now in the corner all alone. Almost thought she would shoot that one. Yeah.
Should have took that shot.
Knights now are going to start swinging the ball around a little bit more. You can hear Coach Sonscrow just shooting that out.
I think they're trying to set up Bussy in the post. Never mind. Kick it back out. No good, though.
Yeah, now AV in transition. Number 4 in the corner. AV now trying to swing the ball around a little bit of their own. Looks like they're running a little bit of 5-out offense. Oh, that one's going to be close, and it
that should be backcourt.
I thought so too. She definitely crossed.
Yeah.
But it's a different rule this year. I found this out. Both feet and the ball have to cross.
Have to cross.
Yes.
So you're telling me if I'm dribbling the ball up, my right foot touches the line, I can bring it back?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Tucker will bring the ball back up.
It's an interesting rule change.
Yeah, there's a couple other rule changes too. Like, talk about uniforms.
Yeah.
You can't roll up your waistband more than once, or even at all. I think.
I don't know. I heard it was more than once, and I've heard not at all. That Knights had a last 2-pointer there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk negative about it, but like, what's the point of that rule?
I don't really know. Yeah. Smith's last shot there wasn't good. Now Tucker in transition going to pull up. Nice shot there from Tucker.
A quick 5-footer to extend the lead.
Yeah, it's in the lead to say at least. The score now is growing 24-13, 11-point lead halfway through the second quarter. Second quarter kind of flew by there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so much fast-paced game.
You know, Shawn, going back to the boys' nights, you know, like we said, they have their home opener next week. You want to talk a little bit about that?
December 13th against Fox. If you are anywhere in the Farmington community, make sure to come out and support your local Knights.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game.
It should be an exciting game. And like we said, the Knights, these early games are really important for them. You know, it goes into the Christmas tournament.
Of course.
You got Hillsborough this year.
Of course.
Central. North County's really good.
Always a battle.
I mean, even you got other good teams as well. St. John. It's just insane.
No, but this is a good team, and I'm not as worried as others, but like there's always worries. I mean, everyone would like starting off a season 0-3 is not the best. But look at the Warriors. It's not a spread. It's a race.
Or you want to talk about the Hillsborough a little bit? Gavin Pinkley. How do you think he's going to be this year?
I mean, he's going to be one of their go-to guys. Like the past years. And of course, improve on the shooting.
I think it's going to be interesting to see him losing his point guard, Lampkins.
Yeah. But I'm sure they're going to find a way.
Yeah, you know, good players always do. AV's last shot was good. Now they're going to bring that lead under 10, sorry. Now Paul's down low, baseline jumper is good. Nice shot there from Paul.
She's the offensive spark plug for the Knights.
I mean, definitely was. I mean, she came in, they won it by 10.
A 3, and I think is that 5 points for her or 7 points?
I think it's 7.
7.
I think it's 7.
Okay.
She had a couple jumpers in that 3. Unfortunate foul there for Claire Bussey. That's at least her second, and maybe her third. You gotta be careful there, especially in the post. Especially with the rule changes they put in place to make sure the players are safe.
Yep.
You can't have any hands on them.
No hands. No hand checks.
No hands to say the least. And like we said, fouls kind of being an issue so far. I mean, we still have 4 minutes left to play here in the second quarter, and AV's gone into the bonus. At the line there for AV was number 21.
Just gotta keep your feet moving.
Yeah. She's a Brookus. Her first one was good, and her second one's not good, though. Offensive rebound there, number 34 of AV. That one's not going to go. Claire Bussey, though, is going to corral that one.
Man, the difference maker of this game is going to be boxing out. Boxing out and second chance points.
Bussey now showing some range. That one's not going to go, though.
Double
Johns, though, cleaned that one up. That was not good either. 3 minutes now left to play here in the second quarter. Smith's going to take that one all the way. And that will be a charge. Good defense there from Tucker, you know, not initiating contact.
Keep the hands up.
Yeah, keep the hands up. And that's going to get them the ball back ultimately. Tucker now going to bring the ball back.
Ooh, little jab step.
Ooh, yeah. Wooldridge in the corner. She's going to find Johnson at the free throw line. Now she will get it back to Tucker. Tucker's going to look to slow things down. It's a nice try to really move that ball around like Coach Sean Scraw has been telling them.
Macy Pauls with another shot from downtown. No good. Claire Bussey is there, though.
Yeah, they're dominating the boards. They're all over the board.
Like, that was better at boxing out, but still. You got these girls that show presence.
Yeah. AV now stuck in the corner. Gonna get it up top.
Pull up. That's a 2-pointer. Foot on the line.
Yeah, that one wasn't good. It's hard. You gotta be careful when you're taking those deep twos. Shot there, also no good. Now here comes Paul's transition. Gonna
Paul's with
that one
a good
up.
touch pass.
Ooh, unfortunate there. Just a little bit too much. Landrum, nice pass. Now she's gonna get it back. Puts her shot up. That one's not good either.
Good. Boxing out is key once again. 35 could have got it.
You know, we've seen a lot of air ball from AV. I don't know if that's fast shooting, which I wouldn't think it was, but I think they're rushing their shots.
It's early in the season. It's early in the season.
And you think already Bussey has at least 2 or 3 blocks. You think that has anything to do with it?
Maybe. Defensive presence.
Paul's from the corner. That one's not going to go
in
either.
and out.
But Katie Wooldridge, man.
Cleaning up the mess.
Yeah. I didn't know if there was anything left in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the Knights had done a pretty good job of cleaning it up anyway.
Yeah. It's a bunch of the little things that will win the games. Boxing out, making your free throws.
Whitehead's first free throw is good. She's going to earn herself another one. Score being 30-17 with 2:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Second is good as well, and that will get the Tigers to 18.
12-point game. It's still a lot of time.
Close, yeah.
A lot of time.
John's just a simple drop step. That one's not going to go, but she's going to get her own offense rebound.
No one boxed her out.
Yeah.
Like, if we were keeping track of Farmington's second chance points, it's probably half of their points.
Oh, at least.
It has to be half their points. Bad communication by Farmington right there.
Whitehead's first. Whitehead's going to get a shot of her own, and then Avi's going to tie the ball up, and they will get it right back. Got to be careful there if you're Farmington.
You got to be careful. You got to have better communication with your teammates. All little things, communication, like I said, boxing out, your free throws, your IQ, knowing when and where your teammates are going to be.
Yeah.
Woodridge gets the board, and Farmington is off to the races. 2 on 1. Tucker will attempt to finish it, and Zoe Johns is there once again, cleaning up the mess.
She's doing it all on the boards.
You have to box out when you play against Farmington.
That was a beautiful
Woodridge
pass there.
again with another board, and Farmington will be pushing the tempo, and Macy Pauls will try to take it out. Nope. We'll
Nice
dish it
dish
off
to
to Allison.
Tucker.
Allison will have a pull-up, and I'm taking Ethan's job.
You mean you're doing pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Not as good as me, of course, but
Ooh.
Nice shot there from Whitehead. She's going to get her a couple more points. She's showing that she can compete there in the post with the tall trees.
Yeah. Tall trees. I like it.
Got a tall trees of the boys basketball team. Tyson Gray, Cole Lawrence.
You got some very tall people. Brendan Hardy, Cole Lawrence, Tyson Gray, Jackson Shrum. All these guys are over 6 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot. I think they're all 6 foot.
Good.
Nice pass there from Mason
Good
Pauls.
find. Very good find.
Got to flip that one right over the top of the defender.
Yeah.
And it's going to get Johns to the free throw line ultimately. With 27.9 seconds left to play.
Farmington is still 100% from the free throw line, shooting 6 for 6. Can Zoe extend it?
Fortunately, that'll be enough. 6 or 7. 36-22 is your score in favor of the Farmington Knights. Showing a good they're showing a good I can't think of my words right now. Words are hard,
Words are hard. There's first game jitters, and there's first commentating game jiggers.
It's basically the same thing, right?
Basically the same thing. This is commentating's game of itself.
Paul's now going to pull
Run the
this one
clock.
out.
We are sitting at the boards. Ooh.
Nice little drop step in and comes back out.
Good step.
That will be the end of the half.
Impressive move.
38-22. But don't go anywhere yet. We got the Varsity Nightline, and they're going to do a halftime show for you.
Halftime show, and we'll talk about other topics as well. So keep it locked here on Media.
And then we'll do commercials. We carry the products that make your house a home. From our huge selection of all-wood kitchen cabinets by Waypoint to our on-site door and countertop shop, our professional designers can do custom jobs quick. We even carry the newest styles of tile flooring, vanities, and kitchen furniture. Come see for yourself. It's all good at Hood's Discount Home Center.
Midwest Health Network is committed to providing you with the tools you need to maximize. Midwest Health Network is committed to providing you with the tools you need to maximize good health at an affordable price. We promise to listen to you and find the answers that you need to help with your health care issues. If we do not know the answers, then we will try to find someone who does. We have many well-trained specialists at our group that can help you make your care the best. It is our mission to provide you with simpler solutions. Brighter futures begin with better health care.
Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan is a different kind of bank. Even our name is different. A mutual association owned by our customers. When you open an account with Ozarks Federal, you become an owner. We work for you. Ozarks Federal is a mutual bank for those who make their homes here. Your business stays local, and we know you by name, not number, because you are an owner. Student savings and checking accounts to help you manage your future and your money. Ozarks Federal, where you're an owner, and we work for you. Member FDIC.
I love you. Love you too.
One minute. Hi.
Yeah.
We need to do this, yes. Be good.
Bye.
Letting go.
Don't say a word.
It's a little easier when you've saved for college with State Farm.
I grew up here in Farmington. This is a small town. Everybody knows of everybody.
When someone comes in and they're significantly different, you know it, because you know this is not the way that Ed usually is.
I do the best I can to try and keep up and advocate for the patient and do what's best for them. You need to know when somebody's sick. You need to know when another doctor needs to be called in or a specialist referral made.
I trust St. Francis because their standards are high. I believe they have a real dedication to caring for people, which is unlike anything that I've seen before.
I know what state-of-the-art facilities they have. I wouldn't hesitate to send any one of my immediate family there.
I think we have a lot of exciting things to look forward to.
Come by downtown Farmington and visit Cold Jack's Cafe. Grab a menu. Choose from our assorted drinks, baked goods, artisan sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it with your friends. Come, sit back, and relax at Cold Jack's. Your downtown routine just got tastier.
Grandma, I got a new job. They told me my paycheck should be coming soon, but I haven't opened a banking account yet. Do you think you could help me?
Yes, but did you know you can do that from your phone? I can show you how.
Oh, I didn't know you were that tech savvy. I realize you can do it on a mobile device, but I really wanted to talk to someone face to face. There's just something about knowing your banker on a personal level.
You're wise beyond your years. That's a really good idea. Why don't you talk to Brian, Jessica, or Andy, and I'm sure they can help you. First State Community Bank has always been great to me.
Well, can we go to the bank now?
Let's go.
First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
We live in a world where bad things sometimes happen. We don't choose them, but we choose what we're going to do about them. We choose to be brave. We choose to have hope. We choose to fight. And when we choose a place where the world's best medicine is made better, we can choose to have it all. The hospitals of BJC, the world's best medicine made better.
This is where unconditional love resides. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Of Night Vision Media's coverage of Farmington girls basketball versus AV's girls basketball. The score sits now at 38-22 with Farmington up. This is Shawn Nguyen speaking, and alongside with me is Ethan Burke. Ethan, you want to give him a quick recap of what happened the first half?
Well, I mean, I think it's simple to say that Farmington's defense really frustrated AV there early in the first quarter, and then really I have to say it's got to be all post presence.
Post presence, and also another big thing, second chance points. Very big thing for Farmington. We're pretty sure a quarter to half of their points have been off second chance.
I mean, it's pretty easy to see why. I mean, Zoe Johns and Claire Bussey, as tall as they are.
Yeah. AV just needs to do a better job of boxing out.
Yeah.
Both teams actually need to do a better job of boxing out.
You can just see the AV coaches over here trying to light a fire, trying to get anything going.
Yeah, but the half is about to start and the clock is ticking down. AV will start off the half with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like the Knights have fallen back into more of a 2-3 zone. Yep. Now there was more of a matchup earlier.
Yeah. Give him a change on the offensive side.
Fortunately, that shot didn't go in for AV. So, they looked like they showed a little bit of promise, at least.
If I was AV right now, I'd try to win the quarter, because you can't just come back.
Yeah, small victories.
Small victories. Slow it down. Maybe at the end of this quarter, bring this game to an 8-point lead.
I think they called foul on Zoe Johns.
I believe so. Yep. 4-0 as Zoe Johns.
I'm not necessarily against that call, but if they're going to call it, they have to call it.
Both sides. Knights are starting off with a press in the second half, and it looks like it's working.
Yeah. Easy 2 points there.
Knights did the same thing as well to start off the game. Expect to see them do more of that.
I mean, I would say so.
21 with a pump fake. Gets around, no good. Farmington will get the board, and Zoe is trying to find her way out.
I think they said she stepped out of bounds.
I think so. Stepped out of bounds. So is AV's ball, and Farmington with the turnover.
Yeah, the Knights, I think they did pretty well turnover-wise. They didn't turn it over as many times as I necessarily thought would happen coming in. But they've really been impressed by how well they've been taking care of the ball so far.
Yeah, so far what we have so far is Farmington has 9 turnovers.
Really? A little bit more than I thought.
Could be hit or miss. But on paper, I have 9.
You gotta trust it. You gotta trust Shawn Nguyen.
I don't know about that statement. I consider myself being pretty trustworthy. But I enjoy talking, and talking to you has been pretty good. So I don't know if my attention span is very capable of multitasking a lot of things.
It's interesting you said that. I did my last essay in Comp 1 was how attention span is affecting sports.
Really?
And there's studies showing that humans now have shorter attention spans than goldfish.
Really?
Yes.
How fast is that?
I think it said humans are about 8, and then goldfish are at 9.
8 what?
seconds.
8 seconds. Okay, yeah, so totally. Knights do not probably have not. They probably have like 7 turnovers.
Somewhere around that.
Mr. Steele, if you're listening to this, you did not hear me say that.
Good time. You know, talking about night vision media people, you gotta talk about JC Odle.
Ah, the man, the myth, the legend.
You know, I heard that he loves milk.
Milk, huh?
Yeah. I heard doesn't matter what kind it is. It could be almond, it could be skim, 2%.
2%?
I heard he loves it. Especially, I heard his favorite though is by far goat milk.
Goat milk, huh?
Yeah.
That's a JC type of thing.
You know, I guess so.
I'm not surprised. Goat milk. No, JC, I know you're listening back in the studio. We know you like goat milk.
Oh,
I'm gonna get you something for Christmas. I don't know where I'm gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it. When there's a will, there's a way. Now, speaking of milk, what type of milk man are you?
You know, I think I'm a 2% guy.
2%?
What about you?
I think so too. 2%. It's like you get a little fat.
You know what's also unfortunate? I also heard JC doesn't pronounce it milk. He pronounces it milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
Like M-E-L-K?
Yeah.
Milk? Not milk. Milk.
So he's gonna have some goat milk for Christmas.
Milk.
Shawn Nguyen.
Milk. Oh, good times, good times. JC, I know you're listening. I'm gonna get you some goat milk for Christmas.
No, he doesn't understand. You gotta pronounce it milk for him.
Milk. Goat milk.
Nice save there from AV.
Second
order to keep that
offensive
one
boards can lead to second chance points. And can it right now? No. Short.
That one, that save, not successful.
Not successful. And the Farmington Knights will make a sub. Macy Pauls will go in for Clara Bussey. And you probably expect the offense to run around Macy Pauls.
I mean, after that first half, I would say so.
First half, what did she have? 9 points? 9 points.
You know, it's impressive.
9 points and coming off the bench, being a little spark plug.
Nice pass there to get it inside to Zoe Johns for an easy 2.
Farmington working that press, trying to slow him down. But AV finds himself back in the paint. Attempted no good. Macy Pauls gets the board and we're off to the races. Oh, never mind, blocking foul.
I think they called
charge. I'm looking at this ref and he said blocking. Blocking it is.
No.
What? No, wrong. Wrong. I was wrong. My attention span.
It's gotta be what it is. I'm telling you. We need to get a goldfish in here.
You know, attention span, stuffy nose.
I bet the goldfish would like normal milk.
Not a good combo. Wait, what?
I said I bet the goldfish would like normal milk.
Yeah, I know. They're not like JC.
Not like JC.
Farmington's off to the races, and never mind.
Nice
the
pass
3-on-2. Good pass. Emily Grieve could not finish.
You know, and I think what we've seen so far from the Knights is that, you know, they're going to have to be a little bit more consistent offensively.
Yes, but they are pushing the pace, though.
Yeah, and it's just worked so far. I mean, 42-24 lead with 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. That's always a good thing.
Yes. And AV just made a sub. Number 3, Leah Hodge came in for number 10, Gracie Smith.
Yeah, and now AV's starting to swing the ball around.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pass there.
Maybe AV's getting a little bit more comfortable with the tone of the game, the pace of the game.
Settle in a little bit.
Settle in, and you know, like we said before this half started, small victories.
You know, and it's interesting to say that I feel like some of these schools, obviously with this being the second year of this new gym, and it also came kind of late in the season as well. Some of these teams have never played here, and you know, it's kind of a
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with you because it feels really open in here. Compared to some gyms like
even if you go into Farmington's
old gym.
Yeah, it's a different environment,
different vibe.
Yeah. And it's always weird, and I know this is going to sound weird, but shooting on a goal in here doesn't feel anything like shooting on a goal, a save. It's like some
I mean, different places, dude. Crowd has an effect on you. I don't know, maybe the way you're feeling that day has an effect on you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables, but Farmington's showing some defensive presence.
Yeah, nice steal there from Allison Tucker. Gonna buy them an extra offensive possession.
Knock that away. Come on, Mike.
Offensive boards, they're gonna kill you. It's something you need to work on. Tucker with a 3. Make that 45 for the Farmington Knights. Bank. You said bank. Bang.
No, the bank's not open this late.
Yeah, I was like,
you should know that. I thought you were a smart guy, Shawn.
I thought I was too.
No, you drinking that almond milk of yours.
Yeah. Macy Paul's taking it all the way.
Oh, on the floor.
On the floor.
Ref was pretty adamant about
Very
that.
nice move. There's a replay right there.
Yeah, nice replay. Nice to see you finish it. It'd be nice to see you finish that shot, though.
Hear that little next time, maybe a Euro step. It actually only take 2 steps. Unlike you know some people. James Harden.
Interesting what you said about Euro steps. While the Knights were playing up in the Vian tournament, said,
I know where you're going with this.
Ref said there were no Euro steps in high school.
Yeah, which is very weird to me because like a normal layup's still 2 steps.
Yes.
So like, what's the difference between a Euro step? You're just like getting past it.
You're just kind of extending your movement.
And as we are talking, you just see our instructor, Mr. Steele, pop into action.
You know, Mr. Steele and that majestic beard.
That beard.
You think he drank some milk to grow that thing out?
Maybe he might have put some milk on his face.
You think?
Well, not milk.
We know for whatever it was. It definitely wasn't the goat milk that JC.
You don't think so?
Because JC, he just doesn't
He's
have
got
that
no hair. Yeah, no hair. It makes sense now.
We figured it out.
So what milk is he drinking? Because I drink 2% milk and I have no hair.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll have to ask Colby Barnes.
True. But that man drinks the same milk I drink.
Yeah. Well, I thought I heard that Mr. Steele was lactose intolerant.
Soy milk.
Soy milk.
Is that?
My sister's allergic to it. She drinks soy milk.
Soy milk. Yeah, I mean, most Asians are lactose, but I'm one of the lucky few who are not. But I drink both.
Since you're a lucky Asian,
I drink so many types of milk.
Are there any like kind of Asian desserts that involve milk?
Asian desserts? Oh, there's like so many. Like, are we talking about like condensed milk, or are we talking like any type of
any milk?
Oh, there's always milk. There's probably some type of milk in everything.
Everything.
Oh, speaking of all the exotic foods that you were just bringing up, have you tried dragon fruit?
No, I can't say I have. You know what's another interesting food is star fruit.
Star fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. You know, there's a bunch of fruit that most people have not tried, and I have tried.
Yeah.
I mean, dragon fruit. Have you ever? Do you know what durian is?
Huh?
Durian.
No, I can't say I have.
I would recommend you to wear a mask when you eat that because it has the worst stench.
Really?
A fruit could ever have. If you think of a fruit like, you know, refreshing and like crisp and sweet, wrong.
You know what's another interesting thing? What if there was a dragon fruit milk?
JC, if you're listening, make it happen.
Yeah, JC.
I don't know if it's possible.
Infuse that with your goat milk, JC, and I'm sure it'd be an amazing thing.
I don't know.
Maybe for you.
Maybe. But I'm not sure if dragon fruit has the properties of milk.
Fader there from Bailey Gillum is off.
AV's off to the races trying to get something running.
Looks like the Knights have gone to man-to-man now.
Or should I say woman to woman?
Oh, I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. You know, I'm getting breaking news that JC Odle also drinks alpaca milk.
A what?
Alpaca milk.
Alpaca milk? How do you know alpacas produce milk?
You know, I didn't, but I'm being told they do.
The more you know. The more you know.
The more you know, the more you save.
Is that a slogan?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if you should be saying slogans.
Well, I didn't say the whole slogan, so we're okay.
We're okay?
We're okay.
No copyright strike.
No copyright.
All right.
Good times. Good times. You know, the joys of the internet.
Oh.
Unfortunate foul there. It's always hard to call those with that ball being technically loose in the air.
You see on her face.
Yeah.
And the coach.
Definitely didn't agree with the ball.
Did not think it was a foul. And speaking of their coach is wearing a watch I just ordered. Look at that. Yeah.
A man of watches?
I think so. I mean, the last couple weeks, I've been doing some research. Oh no!
Ooh, what a save.
Another monitor. Oh, action replay. Oh, I did not get roped to it.
No, that is unfortunate. Good time.
Racing balls with a quick cross. No foul by the jump. So, milk, right? So we got all these types of milks, but you know what you can use with milk to make?
What can you make with milk?
Some good pasta.
Like, what kind of pasta? Talking like some Olive Garden breadsticks?
We're talking about pasta and you bring up breadsticks?
Oh, bro, when you think of pasta, I think of Olive Garden.
No, I'm talking about
when I think of Olive Garden, I think of breadsticks.
You know, I don't know your logic makes sense.
Man, I got the full
okay. Oh, Jesus. I do apologize for that. Anyways, I mean, I can see what you're talking about because, like, you know, I like to dip breadsticks in my pasta. Sauce. Yeah. Anyways, you red sauce or like a white sauce type of guy?
No, I think it depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
JC.
I feel like if I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier, I always go with the white sauce.
No, I don't.
You know, like before a basketball game, 100% white sauce.
White sauce?
But if like probably any other occasion, probably red sauce.
Really? Oh no, I can't choose. I got the sauces, man. I love sauces.
So you know, you said sauce. You know that reminds me of a Vine of a guy talking about sauces.
Really?
And juices. You know, what do you think of that?
I know Vine's been out. Hey, speaking of Vine, we are going off to like many different topics. But anyways, speaking of Vine, the co-founder of Vine claims that he's working on his project right now.
Vine 2
is the next Vine. Like,
yeah, it's interesting.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that last free throw there was good from AV, and it's gonna.
Yeah, back to basketball.
Yeah, back unfortunately,
yeah.
You know, you gotta do what you signed up for sometimes.
Yeah, the game right now, the clock is ticking at 35 seconds. Farmington is up 51-29 in the third quarter. Clock stops with 29 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you said something about Vine and the creators working on Vine 2 or whatever. You know, it'd be interesting to see if there was ever like an Instagram 2 or a Twitter 2. You know,
see, things will see its peak. Like right now, things are still on the rise. But there's always something, maybe not in the next 5 years, but maybe the 10 years. It's always going to find its way.
Well, and if you think about it, just me going off random topics, Casey Neistat and Beam.
Casey Neistat. I love that man.
Yeah, I mean, good man.
Beam, it was
popular there for a little bit.
It was popular for a little bit. It was a good start. And what a block by Bailey Gillum. And now she's down on the floor. Hustle plays are key in the game. And there's 3 players on the floor. It took 3 players for them to call, for the ref to make a call. And out of all of it, a jump ball.
And out of all of it, we're left with 0.9 seconds.
Yeah. 0.9 seconds. What are they going to do at alley-oop?
I mean, we see some MJ.
Oh, she gets it off. Oh! A 3 with 0.9 seconds.
You know, maybe the MJ. Stop. MJ concept was not good.
Michael Jackson? Michael Jordan? Which one? Which one are you talking about?
Michael Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah. His airiness.
No, speaking of Michael Jordan, no. How much does it suck to be Michael B. Jordan?
You know, that'd be so like, I don't know. We are back.
We are back after the commercial break. The start of the fourth quarter is about to take off. Knights up at 51-32 against the AV Tigers.
Yeah. You know, it's been an interesting game so far. I definitely think that the game took a very similar pace to what it was before.
Yeah. Still fast-paced.
You know, it's nice to see some of the students get out here tonight, too.
Yeah. But we're not at full force right now.
The night show's not present.
Night show, FHS students, if you're watching this, make sure to bring a crowd the next home game. Boys, girls, even wrestling.
Even wrestling, tomorrow night. Wrestling tomorrow night, then you got the freshmen on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, it's a packed house for events this week. Yeah. And if you look ahead next week, you got boys on Wednesday, you get Fox at home.
Yep.
And then they play again at Cape Central on Friday.
At Cape Central?
Yes.
At Cape Central. So let's rally a team. Drive down there.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Anything is possible. The man said it, KG.
The man said it himself, didn't he? NBA is interesting, Sean. What are you looking for at the NBA so far? Who's your sleeper?
What a season it has been so far.
I mean, I think it's easy to say the Celtics.
The Celtics, I mean, they had high expectations coming in, and then you see Gordon Hayward go down with a terrible injury. Even opening night, first game as a Celtic, but
yeah.
We will get a and one with our action replay.
Oh, there he goes. Number 40, Zoe John.
Yeah.
Or third? No, never mind. 40, Zoe Johns.
Good. Second chance points, man.
Yeah.
You gotta box out.
You know,
if it's anything both teams can take away from this game, it's boxing out.
Yeah, and you know, Farmington they had some of their own. Now it looks like AB's going to try to get it on it.
Yeah. Emily Grief with a nice touch on the floater. Assist by Allison Tucker.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that senior dynamic duo.
Yeah, it's interesting.
3-point attempt, no good, but no one is there to box out.
You know, it's interesting to see how you have good teams, bad coaches, obviously. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah. Where are you going with this?
And then you have teams who, you know, they're not necessarily the best.
Are you talking about like?
But they have coach that's such a mastermind.
Are you talking about like the Spurs?
No. I'm just talking about like in general, like especially like towards March Madness. You see these teams where it's like, you know, they're not necessarily the best, but their coach has propelled them forward.
I mean, coaches make a difference. They see the players.
And so
every day.
My question is to you: is do you think the game's more of skill or that mind game?
Skill has to be there.
Yes.
Skill. There's a need for skill. That's what makes you great in a sport. Mm-hmm. But there's also like how you attack the sport. How you like.
Yeah.
How you attack the sport, and like if the better knowledgeable coaches you have, they can increase your game from where it was at before.
Well, and you saw
go beyond that point.
If you talk about college basketball, let's go back to Mizzou a little bit. Back in the Advocare Invitational, Mizzou had 16-point lead against West Virginia. You know, and I mean it looked clear to me that Mizzou, skill-wise, is a better team, but they ultimately, I guess some could say that they got out-coached there at the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking about a program. Well, Allison Tucker takes it almost coast to coast and kicks it back out to Claire Bussey. No good.
Yeah.
Jump ball is called, and Knights will keep the ball. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Well, see, Mizzou just did like a whole 180 within the mass of a summer.
Yeah.
New coach, basically a revamped roster.
Yeah, I mean, revamped roster, like nowhere near. I mean, I think it was like they have one Kevin Purrier, Colin Van Leer. Interesting story. His brother played here.
Yeah.
Colin played in the other gym.
Yeah. Out of bounds is Paul, and it's Farmington's away. Anyways, back to the Mizzou basketball team. You know, these players had a lot of hype coming in with Michael Porter Jr. and Jonte reclassifying, making his way onto the team.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting to see, even with Jonte, he's only 18 years old. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know, he played
he's my age.
Yeah, he played a college basketball game at the age of 17.
Yeah.
17.
I mean, Marvin Bagley Jr. Marvin Bagley III. That man. He's a man. That's a bad man.
Yeah. Knights there took the timeout. Score being 59-36. You know, just look at the score. You know, it reminded me of just like overall how much this basketball program really means to Farmington. You know, obviously just look at this gym and it's easy to tell that.
Oh, obviously, like it's not just basketball by itself as well.
No,
like,
no.
Football, wrestling,
and just track sports in general. Like, you know, they really contribute. I mean, even academics. I mean, I'm not saying that one's better than the other by any means.
No, it's everyone.
The community cares. And it's shown.
Yeah.
See, you get some waves there from the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they're trying to get my attention. That's about it.
Trying to get your attention. You wanna talk about them a little bit?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I have a couple good friends over there trying to get my attention. Shout out to Bryce Santagirl, and I guess my sister. I think she was waving at me a while ago.
Yeah.
Jenna Wynn, the lesser of the wins. No, I'm just messing with her. She's a good girl. Yeah. No, but everyone calls her Shawn's sister. So she's still got to make a name for herself.
Yeah.
You know, AV's shown this press late in the game, and maybe they should have done this.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot earlier. I mean, we're sitting at the 4:42 mark in the fourth quarter. Maybe they should have started this press.
Yeah,
maybe beginning of the fourth.
You know, a little too late.
Just see, these are things as a coach that you learn throughout the season.
Yeah.
And like maybe this can come back to, well, Clay Bussey gets a steal, Austin Tucker goes all the way, no good, gets a second chance.
I mean, and it's hard to see, especially early on, especially if your team's young. It's hard to know how your players like to play and how they play as a unit.
I mean, that's what you do. You just learn and improve. I mean, take a look at the boys basketball team. I mean, we're not getting the results that we want, but we're chipping away.
Yeah.
Learning all the things that we need to fix and improve on. And we'll see what happens Saturday.
Yeah. I'd say you know it's gonna be an interesting game. Smith now gonna get the ball across for AV as they try to set things up.
Yeah, she is a sole ball handler.
You know, I mean,
swing the D.
Slow, but she got it through there. It's gonna reward her with free throws.
Farmington with 9 fouls puts him over.
1-1. Basketball is such an interesting game when it comes to like all the rules and everything. It's very, very complex. When it, you know, at times it seems very simple though. At the same time.
Yeah. You know, like you say complex, but like I have no idea about anything about lacrosse. Like lacrosse is a confusing sport. Another confusing sport to me is wrestling.
You know, wrestling is confusing, but I feel like I have a better grasp on it than I did maybe as like a child. You know what? You know another sport that I don't really know a whole lot about, but apparently is really popular in countries such as India. Cricket.
A good pull-up by number 21, Jessica Brockets. Anyways, back to what you were saying. Where were we talking about? Indiana?
India, sorry.
In India.
Cricket.
In cricket. See, there's so many sports outside of like the norm in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cricket.
Well, you know, and I'd almost say that soccer is not a normal sport for U.S. But I feel like its popularity is definitely increasing among youth.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things you don't know about this world. A lot.
That is true.
Knights are pushing the ball. Good touch pass to Clara Bussey from Macy Pauls. We're seeing now in the fourth quarter with 3:05 remaining on the clock. Knights up 64-40.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically been a complete package here from Farmington tonight.
Yeah, Knights. Megan Maxon will check in for Clara Bussey.
I mean, they had the post presence. They had the blockouts.
They have
general amount.
They have post presence still on the bench. Like,
yeah,
Megan Maxon is a good size. Like,
I mean,
she'll give you good size.
I mean, it's led them to 64-40 lead. With, 2:52 left to go.
You, man, if you don't box out those players, they're gonna eat you up.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see
Megan
them get
Maxon
off to
with
a nice
the
start.
attempt, no good in front of the rim. Kaylee with more offensive boards. Lancers trying to slow the ball down a little. Maybe feed the ball down the paint.
Yeah.
Kaylee Woodridge with a 3 attempt and no good. Like I said, a box out. You have to box out.
Yeah, it's gonna lead to 2 free throws there for Megan Maxon off the offensive rebound.
She goes to the line with only being in the game for not even a minute.
Not even a minute.
Farmington's number 15, Sophia White, will be checking in for senior Emily Grief.
AV makes a couple substitutions themselves, but ultimately, I think this game's all but over.
First shot is up, no good. Second shot. The bottom. 1 for 2 for Megan Maxon on the night from the line.
A little bit confusion there for Macy Paul.
She's trying to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
This is Press doing some work.
It's kind of early, but at this point, it's really not. What do you think Christmas tournament is?
Oh, I'm excited for it. Christmas could not come here any faster. Good passing. Good look. Pass is a little too far.
Just a little bit.
Hey, look at this. Farmington's our very own Night Vision media member. Riley Bond checks into the game.
And you got Sophia too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. My attention span, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Get a goldfish over here.
Yeah. Oh, Macy Paul's read that. We're off to the races. 1-on-1, 1-on-3.
Oh, ball tipped around everywhere.
It's all good. Farmington gets the ball back after
interesting series of events.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Farmington will call a timeout to get their subs in. So with a minute and 30 left in this game, you can basically say Farmington's just trying to run the clock out.
Yeah. I'd say that's easy. Easy to say. And if that outcome stays the same, that's going to improve to 2-3 on the year.
2-3.
AV will fall to 2-2 ultimately. But they showed some promise early on, especially.
Ooh. Riley Bond, I believe that was a pass attempt. There was 3 Knights chasing her down. That should be a double dribble.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It looked like she put at least 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And
she stopped dribbling.
Yeah. Bounce in 2 there.
AV's number 3, Elisa Hodge with a bucket. Sophia White dribbles up the floor.
Now she's going to take it in.
Finds a Macy Pauls in the corner. Pauls elects to dribble. Bond with a shot.
No good. Offensive board there from Maxon. Now to White. Nice. Swinging the ball around.
Trying to get some movement going on. Macy Pauls is out here trying to help her teammates out with some buckets. Sophia White with a shot attempt.
But what's on the line though? What was on? You gotta be careful with
A
it.
little too far to the left.
Uh-huh.
Foul is called, I believe, on Riley Bond, number 10.
Well, 21.1 seconds.
Score is standing at 64-44. Knights up.
Yeah, and you know, the Knights, they showed that they were the better team.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's a big factor into this win was the second chance points from the offensive boards.
You know, I'd have to agree with that. They showed that they were going to go to the boards, and they proved that early. They showed that they were going to go down low, and even when they weren't necessarily hitting those shots, they were.
I mean, they were there. There was always someone there ready for the board.
Yeah, you know, it was good. It was a good time.
Macy Pauls is still trying to attempt to get her teammates on the board.
Oh, she will shoot it anyway.
Shorts.
Ooh.
Shorts.
Just short.
It's all good. You miss 100% shots you do not take.
That is true.
And that's the final buzzer, which she does. Did they call it off? They called it off.
Unfortunately. I mean, it was a good play, though, to say the least.
It was good. So, this will wrap up Night Visions Media's live stream here today on December 4th. You know, you want to do a quick wrap up of this game, Ethan?
Well, I mean, it was easy to see the Knights. You know, they dominated the facet really, especially down low, and that's what I have to say is what, you know, allowed them to win that game. You know, a lot of offensive rebounds, second points, and ultimately that led them to the, I think, around 20-point lead, and it's got them the W tonight.
I would agree with you as well that post presence, you know, starting off strong, laying down the tone, getting all the second chance points. Those are key factors to a win. So that will wrap up Night Visions Media's stream. This is Shawn Nguyen and Ethan Burke back here at Black Knight Fieldhouse. Signing out. Everyone have a good and safe night.